The time has finally come for one man's name to join the previous 11 winners, as it is etched on to the 2015 Johnny Weaver Cup trophy. We have witnessed one of the most incredible summers in this tournament's history, and now what started as 16 of the finest athletes in the Mid-Atlantic has dwindled down to the final 2. The time for talking is over. Let's take it to the ring for the 2015 Johnny Weaver Cup Finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2015 Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup Tournament Finals. Introducing first, he is a member of the All-Stars, accompanied in the ring by Champion, Coach Gemini, and the Kamakazi Kid. He is a former Rising Generation League champion, former Mid-Atlantic Television champion, a former 3-time Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champion, former Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight champion, and the winner of the 2012 30-man CWF Rumble, representing the All-Stars, Wilkins. And his opponents, representing the Aftermath and fighting out of the capital city of Raleigh, North Carolina, he is a former Rising Generation League champion, the current Mid-Atlantic Television champion, and one half of the current Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champion, Chet Sterling.
We are ready for the finals, Brad Stutts. I can't wait. This should be an absolute classic.
Here we are, the tournament that has ran all summer long. We started with 16. We are ending with 2. And at the end of this night, there will be only one who will join Dangerous E. Corey Edsel, Jesse Ortega, the Gemini Kid, Mitch Connor, Walter Eaton, Kamakazi Kid, Ric Converse, Arik Royal, Trevor Lee, and Brad Attitude, with their name etched on the Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup. And it's worth noting, as they lock up with the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion eliminated from the tournament, that reinforces the prize at the end of the line, a guaranteed shot at that championship. You know that the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Marcellus King is watching this match intently, as if he holds on to that championship, he will face the winner of this tournament at some point in the near future.
Right, there's not a set date. It could be any time, honestly, between now and the next Weaver Cup, quite frankly, but typically we see it before the end of the calendar year.
A lot of guys have rushed in. I remember when Jesse Ortega won it in 2005, he rushed right in to challenge the Mad Trucker Gary Stevens, came up short. Arik Royal, when he won it the first time in 2011, rushed right in to challenge the then champion Osiris and came up short. It was only after Royal fought his way through the tournament a second time and held off, cashing in his second tournament win at our anniversary Supercard Battlecade, that he was able to become champion.
Right, he took his time, and you see a lot of times when guys rush in, they are not successful. Nice elevation on that leapfrog, dips down, Roy Wilkins with the headlock. And we are guaranteed a first-time winner tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually the first time that Wilkins has ever even made it to the Final Four. Sterling made the Final Four a couple years back in 2013, the year that his tag team partner Trevor Lee ultimately won it. Looking at this list of former Weaver Cup champions, Corey Edsel went on to become Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. Walter Eaton went on to become Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. Kamakazi Kid, Ric Converse, Arik Royal, Brad Attitude. So 6 out of, 11 went on to become Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. And the winner of this tournament will join, in my opinion, the most elite list in the Mid-Atlantic. Yeah, you know, not a lot of people become heavyweight champion, but it's more than one every year, typically, unless Arik Royal has the belt. Typically speaking, we do see that title change hands more than once a year. The list of men that have held this trophy above their heads at the end of the grueling Weaver Cup tournament is, in my mind, the most elite list in CWF Mid-Atlantic. Oh, quick roll-up. Shoulders down here. Perhaps made even more elite by the fact that Arik Royal won it twice.
Right, consecutively, no less. But you look at what you have to go through to be Weaver Cup champion. You got to go through, I'm trying to do the math in my head, 4 matches.
Yeah, it varies from year to year between 8 and 16 men in the tournament. This year, we had the full 16, which means absolutely 4 matches. No matter who you face on the Road to Finals night, every single Finals night, you have to wrestle 2 matches in that one night, except for once, way back in 2008, we ended up with a Final 3 instead of a Final 4. Walter Eaton survived Marcellus King and Ric Converse to be the Weaver Cup champion. First time ever that we had the 3-way playoff match instead of the tournament semifinals. Typically speaking, every other year, whoever stood at the end of the night had to wrestle twice in one night. CWF Worldwide bringing you the tournament finals tonight. Last week, we saw the semifinals where Wilkins defeated the rookie Jesse Adler and Chet Sterling defeated the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Marcellus King. If Sterling can beat the Mid-Atlantic Champion in the semifinals and then go on to win the whole thing, that's gotta make him #1 contender without question.
What the hell?
Chappie does. Oh, God!
They both moved out of the way.
They were slugging out on the apron. The coach sent Chappie in, and even Wilkins, the C part of even Wilkins wasn't there to help Chappie.
Right, even Kane Justice.
Kid Justice?
No, Kane Justice. The referee's losing his mind in there.
Ah! Is Kane Justice Kid Justice's son?
He probably is.
I never thought of that before.
Oh, nice neck snap.
I think cover here, shoulders down, 2. I think the coach threw the towel in. Oh, he went and grabbed it. Maybe Chappie dropped it.
It's funny you mentioned 2008. You know, Marcellus King involved in that. I believe it was William Cross convinced Converse and Marcellus not to fight.
You had to work together against Walter Eaton. Eaton survived it, went on to become the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, held that championship for over a year before he lost it to the following year's Weaver Cup winner, the Kamakazi Kid.
Right, and that brings me to the point I was going to make. The odds were stacked against Walter Eaton that year, just like they are against Chet Sterling right now.
Yeah, they
Converse found a way.
They absolutely are. Wilkins, using a rush to his advantage. Jesse Adler was able to avoid it in the semifinals. Chet Sterling did not avoid it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. We talked last week in the semifinals about Wilkins using those men on the outside to his advantage. Don't know how much good Chappie's going to be, but it is an extra body for diversion and distraction. Leatherback got nothing. Hold on here.
And so far, this has been when it's been on the ground, it's been Wilkins' match.
Oh, damn right off.
Brilliant. No, he tried the same thing Marcellus did earlier.
Yeah, Sterling got dropped on the edge of the ring once already. Oh, no.
He's trying the Alphamari water slide on the floor, maybe?
Oh. Sterling continues to be evasive. He's going right back into it, though.
Hey, if at first you don't succeed.
Oh. Sterling's body crashes hard against the edge of the ring. He's clutching the back of his head, and you could hear and feel the breath get sucked out of the room on that horrific slam. Roy Wilkins is happy about it. You touched on the advantage that Wilkins has with the All-Stars. It's worth pointing out that the crew that Chet Sterling typically runs with, none of them are here tonight. Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee are competing in guerrilla warfare in Reseda, California tonight. Brad Attitude still out of action with the injury suffered when he faced Marcellus King and Chet Sterling in the tournament. That torn ACL and that torn meniscus that Attitude never got repaired, it went out on him against Sterling in the semifinals. Marcellus King ultimately cashed in to become the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. So not only does Wilkins have his entire crew out here, Sterling has virtually nobody at his side in his corner.
And he went to war with Marcellus King in his match. Took a hell of a beating.
But that's the story every year. Who had the most grueling path to the finals? We have seen. Great thinking from Wilkins.
Man, just placed it right in the guts. And he knew Marcellus King worked on that midsection in their match.
I was going to say, we have seen in recent months just how brutal the action is in CWF Mid-Atlantic. Darius Lockhart out of action, Smith Garrett out of action, Brad Attitude out of action. A number of guys just beat up and banged up and nursing injuries. Oh, shoulders down. Oh, he caught Sterling sleeping there. The summer-long tournament, it makes it so grueling because there's no such thing as a night off. You're matched up against one of either 8, 12, or 16 of the best in the Carolina.
Oh, we reversed it.
The pressure is reversed here. Sterling. Boy, Wilkins is hurting. Wilkins is hurting. Coach is pulling the rope. Kazi's pulling it the other way.
And Chet is actually holding on to that one leg. He won't let go.
It is a grueling summer-long tournament. Both men's path to the finals tonight. Wilkins scored victories over Andrew Everett, the upstart Darius Lockhart, and the rookie Jesse Adler. Chet Sterling scored victories over Elijah Evans IV.
Small package.
That's how he won the semifinals, and he almost won the finals with it. Sterling advanced to the finals with wins over Elijah Evans IV of the worst-case scenario, the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion Brad Attitude, and the new Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion Marcellus King. So Sterling has pinned the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion twice, 2 different champions in, what, less than a month.
Right, and that's big time. You know, no matter what happens here, I mean, that's really something that's going to elevate you. Hard in the corner, he rolled out of the way. Man, Sterling, you can tell he is really just, you got to wonder how much is in his tank.
Sterling hits the ropes here. Great elevation and drops the leg on the face of Wilkins. You can see Wilkins is hurting on the canvas.
I think I caught him in the ear.
2. Boy, I've been hit in the ear before, and it sucks. You lose your equilibrium. You don't know where you are. You don't know exactly what's happening. It's hard to stand. It's hard to do anything.
Right. Did you roll up Texas clover leaf, maybe?
Oh, he's just holding the shoulders down. Great thinking from
Smart
Wilkins.
move.
Wilkins will win this thing any way he needs to.
As we saw in his match with the rookie Jesse Adler.
Any advantage, any opening. Kazi, look at Kazi. Maybe Chet Sterling does have one friend in the left. Kazi stepped in front of the coach. He will not let the coach and Chappie attack Sterling on the outside. Kazi has grown defiant of the All-Stars.
And we saw this in the match with Adler. He would not let him attack him either. Ultimately, you know, the numbers game prevailed.
The stipulations from back in June persist that Kazi must be subservient to the All-Stars. This is twice in a row now that we have seen Kazi openly defy the coach's orders.
And he kind of had the feeling he would eventually.
Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium is 100% behind Chet Sterling, a young man who even just beat the count. A young man who even just a year ago was on nobody's list of favorite people in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, but he and Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett and Brad Attitude, this movement in CWF has just caught fire, and all of those men have stepped to the forefront. They fought the riot. They fought the worst case scenario. They fought the All-Stars, just as Chet Sterling is doing now. The double champion, who has held on to both the tag titles and the Mid-Atlantic television title for, what, closing in on 6 months now.
Right. And that tag belt for close, coming up on a year here in a couple of months.
Yeah, if they survive the Battlecade in December, it will be a full year as tag team champions.
Man, but he might not make it out of tonight if he doesn't get out of this abdominal stretch. He is wrenching that in. Now, if he can just get that foot, that toe around the leg of Chet Sterling, not going to happen, though. Big hip toss. And listen to the crowd come up for Chet Sterling.
Everyone down. Sterling got to pull himself up here. Wilkins using the ropes to his advantage. Wilkins looks like he's going to get to his feet first. Charges blindly and just got a clothesline. Boy, right in the mouth.
Man, another hard clothesline.
Wilkins is flying all over the ring thanks to the Mid-Atlantic television champion. Woo-hoo.
And usually if Chet Sterling's flying around, he's taking somebody with him, and that's what happened right there.
Sterling staying poised in the corner.
Maybe the leg lariat? Yes, sir!
Boy, he just uncorked it on Wilkins. Doesn't go for the cover. He continues to attack.
Liger bomb in the middle of the ring. Gets the feet off the shoulders, but no, sir.
Boy, it does not get much closer than that.
Man, that was a big move that he needed. Give Wilkins credit. He got out of that.
If Wilkins does not get off the canvas, Sterling will be the last man standing at the end of this summer-long tournament. Sterling got to keep his head on a swivel here. You see him looking at the All-Stars. That cost Jesse Adler in the semifinals.
Oh, no. Oh, he pulled the referee in.
Wilkins manipulated the rookie referee right in the path of that flying forearm.
And he is out.
Wilkins stalking him. Oh, spiked him like a football in the end zone.
Got in there in the middle of the ring, but there is no referee. What is the coach?
Coach is giving orders to Kazi.
He's telling him to get Chet.
He said to jump off the... Previously, Coach has banned Kazi from jumping off the top rope.
Now he's telling him to. He wants him to frog splash Chet Sterling.
Wilkins! Oh, he just crushed Wilkins!
He said to hell with the coach.
Kazi has defied the All-Stars! Champion's in the ring! Coach is sending Champion in the ring to fight Kazi! He's got the brass knucks of the All-Stars on his hand!
Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, he killed Chappie!
He dropped Champion in the center of the ring! Kazi told Coach where to stick it and he's leaving!
R.I.P. in peace, Chappie!
Everyone is down! I mean everyone!
We just got a pile of bodies in the ring.
And this crowd is firmly behind Sterling!
We still don't have a referee.
Now, King Justice has been flatlined in the corner. Sterling is looking around.
What is this? Now the coach, he's the only one left.
Uh-oh, heads up here.
Oh no, goat swing in the middle of the ring. The coach with the distraction.
Wait. Wilkins making the cover.
Look at the coach.
Coach is absolutely not an official. This is absolutely not gonna fly.
He kicked out anyway.
He's still kicked out.
He told coach to eat it.
Wait a minute. The bodies everywhere. Coach is not the referee.
Shining Wizard in the ring.
Got him with the Shining Wizard. This is absolutely not going to last. Where are the other officials?
He kicked out again.
Still only two.
Here's Ray Jones.
Ray Jones, the actual official, is coming to the ring. What the hell?
Just close on the coach.
He caught the coach.
The senior official, Ray Jones.
Wait a minute, hold on. The brass knuckles are on Chappie's hand.
Wilkins took the
Wilkins just picked the brass knuckles off of Chappie's hand. Ray Jones gets seen. Oh my God, no.
No. Two. Oh my God, bitch.
Wilkins has won it.
representing our people. And the 2015 Johnny Weaver Memorial Tournament Champion, Wilkins!
Wow, this is just horse, you know what?
I cannot believe it. What a raw deal. Wilkins has won it here.
Every bit of help he could possibly get.
Like it or not, there stands the winner of the 2015 Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup.
Don't give it to him, Don.
No.
If Johnny Weaver was here.
I know, right? He
was here, man.
choked you out. He choked you out.
Johnny Weaver was here, man. He'd put you to sleep and leave you here all night long.
For my trophy.
You don't know how bad I hate to present this trophy to you.
Don't do it.
He earned it. He earned it.
And he earned it. You three earned it. You three earned it together. That's what you did. That's exactly what you did. Exactly what you did. You earned it together. All three of them are one guy. I got eyes, brother. I don't care how tough you act like you are, brother. You don't scare me one bit. Not one bit, brother. Not one bit. You better step back. Yeah. That's what I said, step back. If I gotta do it, you might as well get on up here. Johnny Weaver up in heaven, please forgive me, brother. I never intended for it to be like this. With great remorse and very much madness that I have to present you with this trophy. You better look at it while you got it, brother. Because I promise you, you probably won't have it too long. Now you take it and you run with it, brother.